What if one morning you opened your front door and the world was gone? They just wanted a fresh start. But when mysterious black walls sealed their building overnight, escape became a deadly puzzle. If you love intense thrillers with jaw-dropping twists, like, subscribe, and stay curious, because this one will keep you guessing until the end. Let's dive in. In Germany, Tim and Liv were once a happy couple, looking forward to the birth of their child. But tragedy struck when Liv miscarried, and their marriage slowly withered. Tim, a programmer for a video game company, buried himself in work. Liv felt abandoned and trapped in grief. For weeks, their apartment building had been draped in black tarp, part of renovations by their odd landlord, Friedman. Then, one day, helicopters thundered overhead. Smoke rose from the harbor. Something massive was happening, but no one could have guessed what came next. The next morning, Liv finally reached her breaking point. She packed her things, ready to leave. But when she opened the front door, a solid black wall blocked her path. Not wood, not metal, something unnatural. The windows were sealed too. Phones had no signal. Wi-Fi gone. And outside, silence. Desperate, Tim slammed against the black bricks, but they didn't budge. While searching for a signal, he noticed his phone screen glitching near the wall. Curious, he threw his phone at it. The plastic snapped, and to his shock, a piece stuck to the bricks and sank back in. They were magnetic. Liv returned with a spoon, which instantly flew into the wall. They began throwing metal objects and discovered 4 bricks reacted more strongly than the rest. Suddenly, metal from across the room launched toward the wall. Tim shoved Liv to safety, but sharp objects pierced his back. Liv carefully removed them. Their bond, once fractured, showed a flicker of the love they'd lost. Then they heard screams from the neighboring apartment. Using a drill, they broke through the shared wall and found Marvin and Anna, another couple trapped, terrified. Tim and Liv entered their unit and discovered chaos. Blood, broken furniture, Anna dazed, and Marvin suddenly violent. He tackled Tim, nearly choking him until Liv intervened with pepper spray. But Anna defended Marvin, saying she had accidentally hit him, not the other way around. To be safe, they tied Marvin's hands. Inside a locked room, they found strange items, cameras, an axe, flickering lights. And then, a glimmer of hope. Liv remembered the building's age. It might have a bomb shelter beneath it. A tunnel, a way out. They broke through the floor and found it wasn't blocked by the strange wall. Tim descended into the next apartment and was greeted by a gun in his face. Oswald, an old man, lived below with his granddaughter Leah. Tim pleaded for calm, and Leah convinced her grandfather to cooperate. Leah revealed something chilling. She had seen the black wall form at 4 a.m. She also hadn't spoken to her girlfriend since their fight that night. While talking, Tim discovered a camera hidden inside a smoke detector. More were found, installed by Friedman. Had he been watching all of them? Liv remembered that Friedman lived next door. They broke into his apartment and found a horrifying scene. Ancient artifacts, surveillance equipment, and Friedman's corpse. His arms were missing. The group pressed on, breaking through more floors. They landed in an apartment belonging to Anton, now dead. His friend Yuri greeted them with calm suspicion. Yuri claimed Anton died of a heart attack, possibly triggered by the magnetic fields. But Leah noticed disturbing research papers in Anton's room. Papers Yuri seemed eager to destroy. They reached the basement at last. An old bunker door, sealed. Liv forced it open. But again, black bricks. They were everywhere. Marvin snapped. He stole Oswald's gun and fired at the wall. The bullets didn't hit. They hovered, suspended in air by the magnetic field. Then they bounced back. Everyone ducked. But Oswald, too slow, was hit. He died in Lee's arms. Back upstairs, Anna asked the question haunting them all. Were we chosen for this? The group opened up. Anna had a near-death accident. Leah lost her mother to cancer. Marvin had just killed someone. Yuri had killed on duty. And Liv finally admitted she lost her baby. Tim couldn't take it and walked away. But Liv followed him. They finally screamed their grief at each other. Liv accused Tim of abandoning her emotionally. He accused her of trying to force change. For the first time in years, they let it out and began to heal. Tim searched deeper into Friedman's place. A wall seemed smaller than it should be. Hollow. Behind it, a door. A remote. A password. He narrowed it down with fingerprints and unlocked it. Inside, surveillance footage of every apartment, including the moment the black wall appeared. A dark cloud at the window, forming instantly. Even more disturbing, Anton's death didn't match Yuri's story. The footage showed Yuri choking Anton. And then, Leah dead. Yuri had killed again. Marvin found Yuri burning Anton's research. They fought. Tim arrived with Oswald's gun. Yuri beat him down, tried to kill him, but Marvin woke and intervened. Liv stopped him from killing Yuri, saying they needed him. Yuri was tied up. Among the half-burned pages, Liv and Tim found something. The wall's surface was a code. The nanotech reacted to light in a pattern. Using a broken phone, Tim recreated Anton's app. They scanned the door and pressed the 4 glowing spots. The bricks liquefied. Anna touched the wall. It felt warm. She pushed her arm in and then her leg. The wall pulled her in. They tried to save her, but it solidified again. Her lower body was gone. She was dead. Marvin, broken, shot Yuri multiple times, then turned the gun on himself. Tim and Liv, alone now, reconciled. He admitted the miscarriage had shattered him. She said all she wanted was to grieve together. They kissed. No more silence. Then, one final chance. Tim reviewed old footage to find the exact sequence Anton used on the wall. But as they were about to try, Yuri, somehow alive, attacked. He knocked him down and chased Liv. She fell through a hole. Tim followed. They raced through the basement. At the exit, Liv used the app while Tim held the door shut against Yuri. It worked. The bricks opened. But Yuri barged in and began choking Tim. Liv refused to leave. She grabbed a mace and knocked Yuri out cold. The couple fled through the opening. Outside, they gasped. The town was covered in black bricks. They jumped into their van, miraculously untouched, and drove into the unknown.